Hi everybody, this is Wallace. I'm a vampire. This is a third video I've done tonight. Feeling kind of raunchy. I should look up what that word means before I say it, but I imagine it's something that has to do with eating chili mac, smoking nicotine, and being weird. So I want to talk about three things. I don't have my contacts in. I can't see really well, so if my eyes are a little weird, yeah, I guess that's appropriate. So, as I'm eating this chili, I want to talk about three topics: worship, having curly hair, and the right attitude towards surviving life, um, and how life is just happening. But it's like seeing a lot of stories and getting, unintentionally getting involved in things and the trauma and having the right attitude to survive that and get through it. All right. Oh, and also, I'm wearing this little guy. I bought this today. It's a part of two, and there's another one that connects the heart. You're supposed to say best friends. Well, I was thinking about giving the other one to this girl I like. I work at a restaurant and I had food, and I forgot to tip her. I didn't do it on purpose, but maybe I did unintentionally. But anyways, I wanted to give her that. It'd be kind of funny. Also, give her the other half of this guy. So, all right. So worship. Let's say you're a regular person going through life, enjoying your life, for better or for worse, and you see a vampire. And the vampire, for better or for worse, is just living his or her life. And let's say you're just, you've got these feelings. You can imagine what it's like seeing a vampire for the first time. And you're like, I knew it. I knew it. Knew it to be true. I know my eyes are like super weird. Forgive me. I can't see my eyes, and I'm obviously tired. And imagine being the vampire, and you have a person that comes up and says, maybe not outright saying it, because you may or may not be a vampire that's intimidating, or has a presence and confidence about you. And the person says, I want to worship you. And you look at the person, and the person says, you look at the person and you say, well, why would you want to do that? Well, the person's trying to judge you, right? The person's trying to evaluate your status. So try being that person, and you see a vampire, and your first instincts are, whoa, this is freaking cool. And clearly this guy or girl is not scary, but it's kind of hanging out, eating chili. So clearly this guy, I'm just some regular dude or girl or person, and I don't really know what's going on, or I may know what's going on at times. I don't really have magical powers. I don't think I do. And here's a vampire. And this vampire is very clearly demonstrating some sort of magic. Looking different, looking pretty. It's unnatural. But it's cool. I'm into it. Or whatever, I think it's cool. So clearly, this person is powerful based off of those things. And I enjoy, let's say you're a person, just a type of person, or just a person in general with feelings. You say, oh, I like worshiping. I like feeling excited. I like I like being. I like excited. I like this. I like this feeling. I like this excitement. I like to. I like to worship. I'm a worshiping kind of person. Say, hey, vampire, I like you. Maybe in a good way, maybe in a bad way. I don't know. I'm kind of excited to know what's going on. I'm going to worship you. I've already decided. You can't even change my mind. I'm already worshiping you. I may or may not do some weird things. I may or may not, actually do like prayer and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not into that. This is the person talking. But I've already decided you are worthy, spiritual being of some sort, and I don't know any other spiritual beings right now that I can talk to face to face. So I'm gonna go ahead and I've already decided. Can't change my mind. Now imagine you're me. What do you say to that? What can you say to that? What can you do? What can I do? Not a whole heck of a lot. But then, so to speak, the game begins. And the game is that person has already decided how they're going to feel about me. But then we start to play our characters. We look for what the other person is feeling comfortable with so that we can communicate. So we start developing our acting roles, become characters of ourselves so that we can, obviously get along. So it's like playing a game of a card game, if you will. Because then, like, this person knows some of the cards that I'm holding, and I'm pretty good. I'm not saying I'm very good. I'm pretty good at reading people. So I kind of see some of the cards they're holding. We're playing a game. Let's say a couple years pass, and you've been playing a game of getting to know this person, and just put a safe game. And the reason why I say safe is that there's a reason why we don't show all our cards, if you will. We don't show all of our person. We don't show these things so that we can protect ourselves. Because sometimes the people we're playing a game with aren't necessarily good or expressing good behavior at that moment in time or during that time of that person's life, or what we may not identify as something that we would like to have closer to us. So, say a couple years pass, you talk to this person a lot, you joke around, things have progressed as in a relationship, platonic, of course. Y'all are just kind of friendly. Okay. At some point, the person, and this is what I've learned, people start revealing their cards that they're holding. They do so in kind of a asshole-ish way. They're like, "Hey, we're still playing this game. Look at this card. You're totally not gonna see what card I'm holding." And then it's kind of like flirtatious, funny. "Oh, look at this card. Oh, don't look at it. Don't look at my cards. Don't look at my cards." But the card says, I worship you." Okay. What happens next? I don't know. That's a question I ask myself. I'm still trying to figure it out. So, next topic, curly hair and looking attractive or funny or attractive in some way. Doesn't necessarily have to be like a sexual attractiveness. You can just look goofy. Let's say you have curly hair and you're goofy. And let's say you've had curly hair your whole life. Or if you had something akin, something similar, a quality about yourself that invites people or attracts people. Okay? What does that mean? It means people like to mess with you. People, people want it. People are. There's a magnetism, right? Like there's like, oh man, I'm kind of having a bad day, and I kind of want to tease somebody. I'm over here sitting, minding my own business, but look at this, look at that curly headed person over there, man. I bet that curly person is holding curly person. I bet that curly person is holding all kinds of cards. I bet this person knows how to play this game. And I feel like playing a game. I'm just some guy sitting there and I'm not really feeling good and I want to feel good. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to that person over there because he's holding a lot of cards. How many cards is he holding? Oh man, I can kind of look. That guy's holding over a dozen cards. He should only be holding about 2 or 3. Wait a second. If 1 and 1 makes 2, and if my calculations are correct, that guy holding way too many cards. That guy is probably something else. He's probably something going on over there. All right. Curly hair. Next topic. Getting through life as life presents stories, challenges, observations, trauma, and the attitude of the right attitude to get through that I've developed. And it's one of being an actor. It's like improv comedy. To me, like the most enjoyable, safest yet not too safe way of going through life is that of being an improvisational actor who likes to play games, not like card games that I just described between people, figuratively speaking, but based in comedy and horror because people do some screwed up things. And the more mature a person you talk to, the more screwed up things that they've probably already done. So, you got worship and people playing the card, that card. You got having a positive quality such as curly hair and people wanting to play games, yeah. And you've got the attitude that you've developed to get through life based off of these games and based off of surviving. Going through experiences and coming out with still positive, not depressed, not feeling downtrodden. Being downtrodden, I've felt several times in my life, and it's not good. You become, it's like curling up in a ball when you're downtrodden. That's what you want to do. And obviously, that's not good. People would agree that being curled up in a ball while having to do things in life, that's not going to get things done. It's not the answer. All right. So, what do you do when someone holds up that card of worship? What do you do when many people start holding up their cards and they're getting frustrated? Some people don't even want to play a game. They say, screw this game. I know this game. This game can end badly or can end. Don't matter. I know how to play this game. I hate this game. Played it so many times. I'm just going to show my card. Screw it. I already got this gold card. I pulled the card from a deck, imaginary deck we're playing. I pulled it and it's I like you and I worship you. I've got the card in my hand and it's that golden it's like Willy Wonka with the golden ticket, and I'm like, well, screw it. I like this, just right off the top, got the golden card. I win. I've got this feeling like I just won something. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there and then I'm playing a game. First card I get is I win. I want to end the game right there. Let's just end it there. I don't want to play any more games. I like, especially not with some gosh darn vampire. Like, let's not do that. I know I can tell you're nice. I can tell you're a nice dude. And I've got the conditions are right. I'm holding the gold card. I just want to be a winner. That's all. That's all I want. Just win. Feel good. you see my dilemma. You see my predicament, my situation. And if you watch these other videos, you know I'm acting right now. But also, method acting. It's real. What I'm describing is real. What I'm describing is silly and funny and weird. And frankly, makes me feel probably feelings that no man should feel. Or maybe some men fantasize about feeling. But it's real. And I'm still still figuring it out, so to speak. And I'm desperate. I'm desperate to grow, to mature, to find the answers, to be able to be both the person to be worshipped, if you will. I'm using that word very loosely and I know kind of recklessly. To be the person to the other person who's holding that gold card that says, hey, I already worship you. So, yes, I am desperate to grow, to mature, to better myself. Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. And I appreciate y'all watching the videos. And again, this is therapy for me and helpful for me. And but think about things. I'm gonna think about things. And what I do is I rewatch these videos. I watch these videos of me and I analyze. I think it's very good, very helpful. So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. And I'm gonna finish my chili and get some rest. So y'all have a good night. Bye.